It's no secret. 2013 was, without a doubt, the second best year for movies. How do I know that? Because I have 2 pages of movies that says so. Alright? Yes, and by no means are these movies in any particular order except for the top 5. Those top 5s are there for a reason. And no, I made the first part of this list like 2 months ago. Part 2 I just made last month, and continue to add on movies as I review them. So if you haven't seen any of the reviews yet, don't worry, they'll be up. I have made it. I made all those reviews in 3 days. Yeah, that was hard work. But I'm awesome, and I'm dedicated like that. So, before I start, remember, this is my opinion. There's no top this, top that. Because when it comes to the 2013 best movies, there is no top. There is just simply the best movies of the year. So, let's get started. We're starting on part 2, or page 2, with Grudge Match. This was a fun, silly comedy, and it was awesome. Yeah, Sylvester Stallone and Robert De Niro was just fucking awesome. Kevin Hart was hilarious in this movie. Okay, just hilarious. The Hunger Games: Catching Fire. Fucking loved this movie to death. It was just an awesome sequel. I can't wait for Mike and Jay Part 1 and Part 2. Again, thank you Harry Potter for that fucking splitting the third movie into 2 parts. But anyway, it should be a good 2 parts. But just don't do like Harry Potter did and have the first part be about a bunch of nothing and then put all the good shit in Part 2. I mean, come on. Make Part 1 interesting as well. I mean, Harry Potter Part 1 was interesting. Yeah. No time for that shit. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Fucking love this movie. This movie was good. Okay? Yeah, there were some flaws in it. I'll give it that. But it was still an enjoyable movie to watch. And you all should go see it. The Wolf of Wall Street. Martin Scorsese's 2-hour and I want to say 59-minute movie. That's right. One second, if you will. 1 second towards 3 hours. And it was a well worth 3-hour experience. Leonardo DiCaprio kills it. Why haven't this man got an Oscar yet? I have no fucking clue. Will he ever get one before he reaches his fucking 40s? If he ain't already in his damn 40s? Come on, Hollywood. Come on. The Academy Awards are in 2 months. Show me you give a shit. Okay? Show me you give a shit about Leo. It's about time, Hollywood. About time. Bonnie and Clyde. If you don't know what Bonnie and Clyde was a multi-network 2-night event, which I also reviewed. It came on Lifetime, History Channel, and A&E simultaneously at some point. With Emile Hirsch in here. And some British chick, but she's not British in the movie, but she has an accent because behind the scenes featurettes. Movie will be out on Blu-ray next month. Can't wait to pick that up. Y'all should watch Bonnie and Clyde. That was a good little retelling. Machete Kills. Just reviewed that yesterday. Just made it. And yes, it's still an enjoyable movie. Loved it, but of course they kind of dried up with the humor a little bit. But maybe hopefully if they make a third one, because this one only made $15 million off a $20 million budget. So come on, everybody, buy that Blu-ray. Planes. I was so happy that Planes actually made the best movies of 2013 list. I was hoping for a good movie, and what I got was a decent film. Not the best movie, but it was still decent, and it is enough to warrant that purchase for me. So, thank you, Disney, for giving a shit. Thank you, John Lasseter, for making a decent effort this time. You know, with your 2 boring movies called Cars, Planes was good. Thank God. This is a movie we saw last summer, but it didn't come out until January. Parker. I loved Parker. Me and her saw this movie, and of course the explosion at the fair at the beginning wasn't as big as it was when in the finished project. I finally saw the finished product a month ago. it didn't really look no different. Just the effects at the carnival or fair was added. That was it. But other than that, it was the same movie we saw at the theaters, and it was still good. So Jason Statham, yeah, about time you make a best movies list. Well, you make all my best movies lists. You always make good shit. I don't care if it's the same shit or not. You're still fucking Jason Statham, okay? You just don't kick my black ass. Saving Mr. Banks. Great Disney movie. Probably the top Disney movie of this year. Frozen couldn't even beat this movie. Yes, I've seen Frozen 2. I didn't really enjoy it that much because I'm not really a fan of Disney musicals as much. But, yeah. But, oh well. But, Mr. Banks, awesome. Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues. Yes. Okay? Just go watch it. And just enjoy it. Just fucking amazing. Oh. The Hobbit. The Desolation of Smaug. Benedict motherfucking Cumberbatch. You gotta say his name like that from now on. Benedict motherfucking Cumberbatch. I do this a lot in this video. What the hell is this? What am I, Jimmy Olsen? Come on, Superman. Ugh. The fuck. Anyway. Another great sequel. Just... the sequels were good this year. I don't know what the fuck was up, but it was awesome. Don John, this movie didn't surprise me. I knew this movie was going to be fucking good. I just didn't know how fucking good. Okay? But this movie was fucking hilarious. It was good. It was just awesome. Everything about this movie was just realistic. You can agree with it. And it was just... Joseph Gordon-Levitt, you're the fucking man. You're the fucking truth, too. Because you tell the truth in this motherfucker. Parkland. Get serious for a little bit. The assassination of JFK was the most worst thing that can happen in human history, and Parkland actually shows the doctors of Parkland Hospital and what they go through when he comes in and subsequently dies there. And you get to know a little bit about everybody in their lives there, and you got Zac Efron there. He plays the main doctor that tries to save JFK's life, which is kind of surprising. Paul Giamatti is the guy who witnessed him getting shot and takes the photographs, of course. And of course, you got old Clark Kent himself, Tom Welling, in here as a Secret Service agent. About fucking time, dude. Where the fuck you been since Smallville? You got a weird haircut, but still, where the fuck you been? Speaking of Kennedy, Killing Kennedy was another made-for-TV movie. I believe that was A&E. I believe it was A&E. But this one was about, is it the St. Vegas Vacation? Oswald? I think his name was Oswald. Lee Harvey Oswald, there we go. It was from his point of view, basically, and why he shot JFK, and you got to see a little bit behind his story as well, which was interesting. So, yeah, Killing Kennedy was awesome. 42. Not the best telling of Jackie Robinson that we were all hoping to get, but it'll do, and I really do hope somebody else come along and makes the Jackie Robinson story. I mean, don't make it family friendly. You can make it R-rated. I don't give a fuck. It was nothing PG rated about the fucking racial tensions back in the day. Okay? Nothing PG about it. So I'm hoping, because Steven Spielberg is supposed to make a movie about Martin Luther King, make it R-rated. Just do it, man. Come on. I know you're going to get that Oscar anyway, Steven. Just go all out. There was nothing PG about that shit. Okay? Dragon Ball Z, Battle of Gods. Awesome comeback for the DBZ franchise. I mean, this franchise has been butchered, cut up to pieces by Funimation and Cartoon Network and everything. It is probably even hard to find the definitive edition of Dragon Ball Z nowadays. But with the release of this movie, Battle of Gods, and the main, I guess you could say anti-hero and Bills. Yeah, that was well worth it, and that was well executed and well paid off. I did not expect that ending. It was great. The World's End. Yes, the official end to the Cornell trilogy. Amazing. Loved The World's End. I still have to see Hot Fuzz all the way through. I've only seen it in bits and pieces, and every time I've seen it beforehand, it was always on TV. But right now, to my knowledge, the two best movies are Shaun of the Dead and The World's End. Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters. Yeah, this was just a barrel of fun right here. Fucking Jeremy Renner is such an underrated actor. That other chick, I keep forgetting her name, but she's hot. Y'all know that already. Just a great movie. I can't wait for the sequel. Should be more fun by Will Ferrell and I think Adam McKay, I believe. So bring it on. Warm Bodies, a zombie love story. Never thought I would see shit like that. I didn't think it was gonna be fucking good, but I enjoyed Warm Bodies. It was amazing. It was just a great movie, man. It was just one of those movies that just comes along and it's just like, oh yeah, we did that and we did it good, man. We did it good. I'm just checking my list real quick. I think I may have left a movie off. Did I? No, I didn't. I got it. Okay. Oz, the Great and Powerful. The prequel to the book, not the movie, the book. So when they ever make a sequel, they can do whatever they want with the sequel. They don't even have to put Dorothy in there. Because the story is basically like 20 years before she gets there. They can do a lot in that 20-year time span. You can make 6 movies in 20 years. Just have them set like a few years apart and that's it. And then Dorothy comes along. You know? Which is interesting. Carrie. The most anticipated remake ever, because this remake was either going to make or break serious remakes, well, serious classics like Carrie. And I know Carrie had a sequel that was complete and utter shit, in The Rage 2. I mean, in The Rage, Carrie 2. Why did that happen? Why the fuck did that happen? But we got this remake, and it was theoretically the same movie, but it was a safe remake. What is that? That is when you take a beloved franchise movie like Carrie, and you get it into the hands of the director that knows source material and kind of make it work with today's audiences, and still keep it that fundamental the same way we used to know and love, and that's what they did with this one. So, and yeah, Chloe Grace Moretz is awesome. So, oh, fucking Julianne Moore is awesome too. The Internship, another great movie by Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson, their second collab. I say second main collab, even though they were in like Anchorman 1 together, theoretically. And I believe Anchorman 2. I think Owen Wilson's in Anchorman 2. If I didn't, I think he is. I'm not sure. Somebody looked like him in that movie. But anyway, yeah. Fun shit. Can't wait to get that movie. The Bling Ring. Another decent film. I think I gave this movie a B or B plus or whatever. Based on a true story. There is also another Bling Ring from 1994, which I may delve into maybe in 2014. But so far, Emma Watson, my wife, stick a ring on that finger. That's all I gotta say about that. No One Lives. This is the third release by WWE Studios, and this is the one that basically Brodus Clay. Yeah, Brodus Clay. And basically Luke Evans is like the Frank Castle of crazy motherfuckers, okay? Because dude was fucking shit up in this movie, and it was fucking awesome, okay? Bloody as all hell awesome, and you can't help but love that shit. Speaking of shit, look at all my shit. All my shit. Nigga, look at this shit right here. Yeah, this is all my shit. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Spring Breakers, damn it. James Franco is fucking awesome. Okay. He was the highlight of that whole movie. It was, oh, I've never seen an actor delve into something like that before and have so much fun with it like James Franco did. And that was so surprising with me. I thought that movie was gonna fucking blow, but he made that movie watchable. Now I know a lot of people are gonna split with this one. VHS 2. The only one I didn't like was the alien invasion, because again, I don't like when they put animals in danger. So seeing that dog in danger, and that pisses me off. The Croods. Another good movie by, I want to say now, newly collab partners Fox and DreamWorks. Usually it was just DreamWorks and Paramount, but I think they made a split last year. So now Fox and DreamWorks will be together for the subsequent future, all future DreamWorks / Fox releases. That means the Croods and Turbo are part of those two releases. So yeah, Nicolas Cage is awesome as Mr. Crude. I keep calling him Mr. Crude. I keep forgetting his fucking first name. Red 2. Another fun, crazy DC Comics movie. Oh, if it's one thing DC Comics does right, it's the Red franchise. And I hope they make a Red 3, because Red 2 was was hella funny and hella good. And Bruce Willis and fucking, what's his face? John Malkovich. There we go. That dude, does he know he's getting filmed? Does John Malkovich ever knows he's being filmed? Or did they just film him just walking around just doing random shit? Because John Malkovich, dude, that dude he's like weirdly crazy, but he's awesome. I don't know what the fuck, but it's just, yeah. Riddick. The third chapter in the Riddick franchise, and subsequent second best Riddler movie, besides the Pitch Black movie. Yeah, Chronicles of Riddick was decent, but Pitch Black and Riddick are the two main standouts, because they're both, Riddick and and Pitch Black are like the two main sequels. You know, they look just alike. It looks no different, which is the best part about it. You know, so yeah, can't wait to get that movie on Blue. I don't know if I should get it by itself or the whole trilogy. Dead Man Down, which is the second release by WWE Studios. And WWE Studios did another great job with this one. And again, Colin Farrell, another underrated actor. Seriously, doesn't get too much work nowadays. But when he does, he makes it count. Watch him and Mr. Banks. You'll know what the hell I'm talking about. This movie was pretty decent. I loved it. Okay, Noomi Rapace is just, oh, she's cute. Oh yeah, Two Guns. Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg having the time of their lives in this movie, and it shows. This movie was great. It was shot, well shot. They both had fun doing it, and it was just crazy awesome. You get to see Paul Patton's boobs. I ain't complaining. Jobs. Now I know a lot of people are going to split with me on this one, but Jobs was actually a decent movie. Not the best movie. Could have been reworked a little bit, even though I said that in my review. But Jobs was still a good movie. Ashton Kutcher did a great job. That's right, Ashton Kutcher did a great job in a movie. That's not the first time, though. Have you seen Just Married? I love Just Married. I love Dude, Where's My Car? Fucking, he was in something else I remember seeing that I liked. But Ashton Kutcher is probably another, I want to say another underrated actor, but he's kind of out there still, so he's getting more work than fucking Colin Farrell is, which is kind of sad, but still. We're the Millers. Yes. Have you seen the ending of that movie? No. Watch it. It's a subsequent little homage to a certain TV show. It's awesome. World War Z, Brad Pitt and zombies. Enough said. Just watch it. It was fun. And not bad for a PG-13 zombie movie. But then again, if you got the unrated version, then yeah, there is a little bit of blood splatter in there. So, pretty cool. Hatchet III. The subsequent final chapter in the Hatchet trilogy. I think they might make a 4, but I hated Hatchet 1. I really did. Hatchet 2 redeemed me. Hatchet 2 was awesome. And then Hatchet 3 was another good movie. I don't know what the hell was up with the first one, but I didn't like the first one at all. And a lot of people hated me for it. But yeah. But once Hatchet 2 and 3 came out, everybody was like, see, it's not so bad, was it? With these two, not. But yeah, Hatchet 3. Awesome. Bullet to the head. Now look. This is a good movie. Problem with Bullet to the Head, it doesn't have as much charisma as like The Last Stand does. The Last Stand is like an action comedy. Bullet to the Head tries to be a little bit too serious. A Sylvester Stallone film should never be taken seriously unless it's fucking Rambo. And Rambo's so over the top nowadays, even that can't even be taken seriously. Maybe Rocky. That's about it. Side effects. Supposedly Steven Soderbergh's last movie. So I guess he retires. He's retired now. I doubt that. But if this is his way to go out, it's not a bad way to go out. Side Effects was a good movie. A little bit slow in certain parts, but it's not boring. It was just a little slow. But it was still a good movie to watch, and you should all check that shit out. Now You See Me. Now You See Me was a fucking surprise. I thought this movie was going to suck. But then I remember something. It's directed by Louis Leterrier, the same man who directed The Incredible Hulk. So that kind of redeemed me. And then watching this movie for the first time also redeemed me. This movie was awesome. Okay? That ending, though, that ending was still kind of weird and it still kind of boggles my mind a little bit. I'm still trying to figure out a way to accept that ending. It's just weird. If you've seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, it's there. Jack the Giant Slayer, formerly known as Jack the Giant Killer, until the Asylum made Jack the Giant Killer, and Warner Bros. Changed it from Killer to Slayer. So, that's a little bit of trivia for you, if you didn't know. Bryan Singer doesn't get a lot of the respect that he deserves anymore, only if it's the X-Men movies, which is kind of sad that only the X-Men movies will give him the recognition. But look, Bryan Singer has made good shit. This, Valkyrie, Superman Returns, what else did he do? He did something else. I remember seeing it, but I forgot the name of it. But, yeah. Great action, great direction. Yes, the Giants looked at kind of cartoonishly CGI. I know, that wasn't the main purpose of this movie. The main purpose of the movie was getting the story across. And I think they got it across real good. Only problem is the movie failed. Yeah. Mama was one of those weird ass horror movies, and this was the first movie that started me watching movies online in very good quality. And I have to thank that movie for that, because I wouldn't have gotten half these movies reviewed this year if it was not for that good way of finding Mama to be reviewed. And it was awesome. Okay. Now, that website, that ffilms.org, is kind of going to shit right now because they keep removing movies. So, my two best options for you guys is Views, VIOOZ, and Putlocker BZ. So, yeah. But Mama was fucking awesome. Scary as shit in some parts, and a little bit freaky in the others. Empire State. This is probably Liam Hemsworth's starring movie role that's actually good, you know. Every other movie he's been in nowadays has been supporting roles and or killing off roles, aka Expendables 2. And the only other starring role he ever had, called Paranoia. Oh, let's not speak of that movie right now. Oh my god, that was horrible. But Empire State, direct to video, should have been released in theaters. Dwayne Johnson's name alone could have made at least $30 million for Empire State. This movie didn't look like it cost that much anyway, so this movie would have been a hit, even at only at $30 million. So, yeah. Oblivion. Tom Cruise is just a fucking man. There ain't no other ifs, ands, buts about it. He's just a man. Oblivion was another good science fiction movie. Not one to be missed. You should really check that shit out. Another film that's got split by people, and including me, because it was heavily edited down. I still gotta see the extended cut of this movie, The Wolverine. Look, I think we all know Wolverine should be rated R, just like the video game X-Men Origins Wolverine. That game was rated mature for a good reason, okay? And I always say the Wolverine movies should be rated R. It doesn't have to be PG-13 like the X-Men films. It's not X-Men. It's Wolverine. He's by himself. He can be whatever the fuck he wants, you know? Let that rage mode beast come out and let him unleash Wolverine, okay? But the movie was still okay. Maybe the extended cut would be a little bit better. I hope so, because I'm about to buy that movie twice to even see the extended cut. I may just go on eBay and get the extended cut Blu-ray disc by itself off of there. Justice League, the Flashpoint Paradox. Oh my god. What a fucking movie. Aquaman, Wonder Woman, or Beast in this movie, okay? Damn. Oh, just loved it. Everything about this movie was awesome. The animation was crisp and just, oh. Yeah. R.I.P.D. I don't care what anybody says. Rest in Peace Department was good. Okay? I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. Okay? And seeing Buzz as a weird CGI monster. Yeah, Buzz from Home Alone. That's weird, but that was awesome. Because I haven't seen Buzz since Home Alone. So seeing him in certain movies, not all of them, but a few, is well worth watching. Because it's Buzz, for fuck's sake. Turbo. Turbo is another good movie by Fox and DreamWorks, of course. And yeah, Ryan Reynolds. This man has not been having good luck with movies, because every movie he has, people somehow either hate or don't go see. I don't know why Ryan Reynolds is the most underappreciated man in Hollywood. This man can fucking act, okay? What's so wrong about Ryan fucking Reynolds, people? I don't get that shit. I don't get it at all. It's like, oh, there's Ryan Reynolds. He's gonna do the same old shit. Let's not go see his movies. See Ryan Reynolds' movies. Okay, they're fucking good. The Proposal was good. That shocked the hell out of me. The Marine 3 Homefront. The third WWE Studios movie to be released this year. 3 of 4. Not bad, WWE. Not bad. Of course, you got Mike the Mizanin looking for his sister and everything else because she gets kidnapped. This movie was pretty good. Not too light tone like the first Marine. The first Marine was basically a fucking comedy. Marine 2 darkened the tone. The Marine 3 continues that darker tone, which really works for the Marine films, you know. So they make a Marine 4. Can't wait to see who they have for that. Not Rando Keyford, please. Screw him. John dies at the end. This movie was the weirdest movie I have ever seen. Ugh. I'm almost sitting there like, what the hell am I looking at here? But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed John dies at the end. I thought it was not well acted, but well written, if that makes any sense. Because that movie kind of lacks anything of sense related. It's just weird. You have to see the movie to know what the hell I'm talking about. You really have to see John Dodds at the end to know what I'm talking about. Because you're going to get lost. Superman Unbound. Yes. The best movie with Brainiac in it ever. Okay? You take Superman Unbound and you should have made it Man of Steel 2. But instead, Man of Steel 2 is becoming fucking Justice League. So why don't you just call that Justice League and then make Man of Steel 2 for 2017? You might as well. And do the Superman Unbound storyline. That would be epic. Evil Dead. The best reimagining ever. Not horror remake, horror reimagining. I mean, this movie, damn. And I say, goddamn, this movie was good. Fucking loved every second of it, man. Bloody as a motherfucker. Speaking of bloody, Die Hard 6, please watch this movie and you're gonna be okay. Olympus Has Fallen. Yes, this movie was epic, man. Who would have thought Gerard Butler, another underrated actor, finally has his Die Hard moment. Finally. And where he doesn't have to overact and scream at the fucking movie screen. This is Sparta. No. He actually had like a John McClane like haircut. Okay. And he had to go save the fucking day. It's awesome. We need more movies like this, Gerard Butler. No more fucking romantic comedies or some stupid shit like that. I want to see you do shit like this, or maybe like in that surfer movie, Chasing Mavericks, which was also another good movie. Identity Thief. A lot of people don't give Melissa McCarthy the time of day because they always think she plays the same thing. But why change something that ain't broken? I mean, if she found her Stitch, that works for her, for R-rated comedies, is the way it should be. You know, she's already clean cut on TV. It's already hard enough for me to buy her as a clean cut housewife on fucking Mike and Molly after seeing her in all these other movies. I'm like, this is not Melissa McCarthy. I'm sorry. She is not that sweet. She's sweet, but I mean, she's not like clean like that. And Identity Thief shows you that. It's just funny as hell. Gangster Squad, the most underappreciated movie of 2013. A lot of people hated this movie. Okay? Even main YouTubers hated this movie. Especially John Campia of AMC. Yes, I know you hate this movie, John. But this movie wasn't meant to be taken seriously. If you really look at Gangster Squad, this movie was not meant to be taken seriously. It wasn't. This was more of a mafia, crime, comedy, thriller, action film-ish. It had all that blended in there and mixed into one. And you should have known that with a movie with Ryan Gosling in it. Are you weak in the knees yet? Oh, this is going to get me in trouble, but I don't give a fuck. A Good Day to Die Hard. I liked A Good Day to Die Hard a lot. I don't think nobody liked A Good Day to Die Hard. I think I'm the only one. Am I the only one that liked a villain that was so over the top he ate carrots while he's mocking you? Am I the only one that thought that? Maybe. But it's okay for the people who don't like it, because a Die Hardist, when that movie comes out, that's going to be the redeeming factor. It's already been said by the new director, not John Moore, that the real John McClane is going to be back. So he's not going to be on vacation for like the 118th time he said that line. That line annoyed the fuck out of me in that movie. So if there's one thing I hate about A Good Day to Die Hard, it's that stupid, I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation. I'm on fucking vacation. Shut the fuck up. No, you're not. You're shooting fucking Russians and shit. That ain't no fucking vacation. If that's a fucking vacation, then what's the holiday? Despicable Me 2. Oh, great, great sequel. I'm not gonna say anything else. Just watch that movie. Thor: The Dark World. Better than the predecessor, of course. It had a lot more going for it. Only problem with Thor: The Dark World, the villain was less memorable. It was everything else about that movie that gave that movie the badass seal of approval. It wasn't Malekith. Malekith was easily forgotten. Shit, Rene Russo was more standout than Malekith. The Conjuring. Ah, James Wan, you never cease to impress me. And you do, because this movie was awesome. Okay? Just loved everything about it. This movie should have been PG-13 though, because it wasn't really an R-rated movie. I didn't see one anyway. But yeah. The Conjuring. Speaking of James Wan, Insidious Chapter 2. Not as good as the first one, unfortunately, but it was still worth watching again. I'm not so sure about Insidious 3 though, since I don't think he's going to be directing it. It's already been listed on Wikipedia. I don't see his name on there yet, so maybe he hasn't signed on yet, hopefully, or he's not going to do it. But I really do hope he signs on. The Heat. Oh my god, I love The Heat so much. The Heat was the best buddy cop film this year besides Two Guns. Love The Heat, man. So damn funny. I can't wait for the spinoff. If you don't know what the spinoff is going to be about Melissa McCarthy's the two blonde chicks and Melissa McCarthy's family side. Yeah, those two are getting their own movie. Fast and Furious 6. Easily the second best, or the best, Fast and the Furious movie since Fast 5. Fast 5 was always the best Fast and the Furious movie. And then Fast 6 comes out and basically overshadows Fast 5 in every way, shape, and form. It was just so entertaining, so over the fucking top. Oh, just everything about it was just awesome. Paul Walker, rest in peace, man. Subsequently, your final film, I want to say Fast and Furious 7 is, but the way Universal's going back and forth, either going to keep you in there or take you out, keep you in there. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're going around in circles at this point. So right now, Fast and Furious 6 is subsequently your final movie until Universal figures out what they're going to do. But what a way to go out. What a way to go out. This Is the End. Yes. This movie was hilarious, man. Just everything about this movie was just awesome. Fucking awesome. Loved it. Iron Man 3. Now, this movie is like 1,500 times better than Iron Man 2 by every which way, shape, and form. But they still have not given us a proper alcoholic Tony Stark. When they tried to do it in part 2, they turned it into a comedy. It was nothing funny about his alcoholism. Nothing. That was probably the most depressing times for Tony Stark. And we should see that on film at some fucking point, man. Before Robert Downey Jr. quits as Iron Man, you need to give us that storyline. You need to give it to us properly. Okay? Seriously. Snitch. Oh yes, Dwayne Johnson at his fucking best. This movie shows what Dwayne Johnson can really do. And this man did drama fucking to the T. This movie was so good. Oh, it was great. And I love the ending. It's bittersweet and just awesome. So, thank you, Dwayne Johnson, for doing something different, you know? I know you can't fucking hide your big-ass bulging muscles and shit, so it was kind of hard seeing you as a regular father trying to find his son and actually getting his ass whipped. That was kind of hard for me to buy since how big your fucking is and everything, but you know what? You do what you gotta do to make a good movie, right? It's the little things that matter. Lovelace. Yes, the story about Linda Lovelace with Amanda Seyfried. So fucking hot. Yeah, Lovelace was another good movie. No. That was a great movie, okay? Fuck yes. Watch Lovelace if you haven't seen it yet. Kick-Ass 2. Yeah, we're the good guys. Yes, you are, and this movie's a fucking good movie, okay? And I don't care what anybody says, I actually liked Hit Girl's subplot about her going to high school and being a normal girl. That was kind of interesting to see. And then see the bullies of that school fuck with her. It was awesome, okay? This movie's still fucking awesome, and I can't wait to get it. Monsters University. Oh, yes. Best prequel I think I've ever seen. I think it's the only good prequel that I've ever seen that was actually fucking almost badass silver approved. Almost. But, yeah, you can't go wrong with Nathan Fillion. I'm sorry. Him being the bad guy? That's hilarious. Nathan Fillion as a bad guy? I mean, I already know he's a badass, but him as a bad guy? Ooh, that's gold right there. Only God Forgives. I love this movie. Oh my god, this movie was so fucked up. It's not even funny, you know? And you think Ryan Gosling didn't say 2 words in this movie. You should watch another movie that came out this year with, I forget his name. He doesn't say basically anything throughout the whole fucking film. I think Chris Stuckman reviewed that movie. It's with an older actor, of course. I forget his name. Even Richard Roper put that other actor's movie on his favorite list. But yes, Only God Forgives. Everything about this movie is just so fucked up. So fucked up. Watch it. The Place Beyond the Pines. Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Gosling is 2 for 2 this year. 2 great movies in 1 year. Damn. Place Beyond the Pines is just an amazing treat to watch. And if you have not seen it, do yourself a favor. Watch it. Curse of Chucky. Thank you, Don Mancini. Thank you, David Kirshner, for bringing redemption back to the fucking Chucky franchise. I mean, for fuck's sake, that last one was ass garbage. See, the Chucky was so much ass garbage, it's not even funny. Curse of Chucky redeemed all that shit. Thank you. And everybody's like, but if it's a sequel to See the Chucky, where the hell's Glenn? Who the fuck cares what Glenn is? Glenn can go to hell for all I fucking care. I hated Glenn. Okay? They probably ignore his subplot altogether. It may be a sequel to probably See the Chucky, but maybe they took him out of existence. Who knows? Who cares, really? Elysium. Oh yes, Matt Damon, Jodie Foster, fucking awesome sci-fi movie. Charlotte Coppola a badass. Can't wait to see him as Chappie the robot. It's gonna be awesome. Captain Phillips. Tom Hanks, man, you're 2 for 2 as well. You're easily one of my favorite actors of all time, dude. I mean, seriously. Seriously. Paul Greengrass is probably on up here to being one of my top directors of all time as well. Because, my God, this man can make a fucking movie. Okay? And it's just amazing what Paul Greengrass can do to a movie by making it so real. You know? And that's rare in Hollywood. Gravity. Oh yes, Gravity was one of those surprise movies. Everybody made fun of this movie when the trailers came out. All I kept seeing when we went to go see different movies and that trailer appeared, everybody just laughed and laughed and laughed. I didn't. Okay? I knew this was going to be something different. This was going to be something interesting. I had no idea the level of awesomeness this movie would bring. This movie make a first-person video game look like shit. Seriously. It makes Battlefield and Call of Duty look like nothing. Alfonso Cuarón does a great job with the first-person sequences in this movie. And it just blends right in. It doesn't go like wake up and you're in a dream sequence and you're in first person. No, the way the camera pans into that first person to all you see is the hands. It's just seamless. One shot. If they do a Mirror's Edge movie, I'm serious. Get Alfonso Cuarón to do the Mirror's Edge movie. He'll do that justice. Damn. And you can have somebody else write the story. Because since Gravity really didn't have a story much to it, really, it was, everything else was just awesome about it. Star Trek Into Darkness, aka Star Trek The Wrath of Khan remake / reimagining. I'm calling it a reimagining though, because they do go their own way with it a little bit. They just borrowed tidbits, like the main tidbits from Wrath of Khan, but still, we all knew that was going to be Khan. Even I said it was going to be fucking Khan. What y'all do? Y'all made it Khan. And then what fucking J.J. Abrams come out and say? Oh, maybe it was a mistake to keep Khan a secret. You think? Your movie barely almost survived the fucking box office because of that, J.J. That shouldn't have not been a secret. That should have been your own worst enemy right there. That probably was your own worst enemy because it nearly killed your whole fucking movie franchise. Okay? Even though Star Wars will pick it back up, but it nearly killed your Star Trek franchise. And I didn't want that, because I love the Star Trek franchise you created. It's awesome. Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim is another good sci-fi movie with robots just whooping that ass. This movie knew exactly what the fuck it was. And then some. Loved it, man. And the movie got greenlit for a sequel. It just barely got greenlit for a sequel. Thank you, God. There's a sequel coming. And finally, you all know this was coming. My most anticipated best movie of 2013, by far, hands down, Man of Steel. Everything about Man of Steel was the way I hoped a Superman movie would be made nowadays, okay? Everything about this movie was just seamless. The going from reality to flashbacks to reality to flashbacks. It's just like saving Mr. Banks, okay? So I ain't hear nobody bitching when saving Mr. Banks did it, but everybody bitched when Man of Steel did it. It makes no sense. And I bet you everybody that saw Man of Steel was just Batman haters and all that shit. But Batman fanboys. I don't care. Man of Steel was awesome, okay? And it still stands side by side between The Dark Knight Rises, okay? Which is also my favorite Batman film. But Man of Steel, everything about that movie was just awesome. Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, everybody was just perfectly cast. Even fucking Lawrence Fishburne. I never thought about a black Perry White before. But if I had to pick one, Lawrence Fishburne would be it. Morpheus would be fucking Perry White. I can't believe it. It's awesome. He never crossed my mind. I'm shocked he never crossed my mind until I read who was casted as Perry White. I'm like, that could work. And then see him in this movie with his chubby belly. That sold me. That was it. That was it. Michael Shannon's just badass as Zod, of course. Zod is probably Superman's most badass villain besides Darkseid. And then third would be Doomsday, since Doomsday was made just for a kill point. But, yeah. But anyways, that is my best movies of 2013 list. Remember, it's not about the top movies of 2013. It's just about the best movies of 2013. So, let me know what your best movies of 2013 is down below. I am out. Sorry this video is long as shit, but I knew it was going to be.